Hey everyone, this is No Filter, a Nintendo podcast, and here's my review for RICO for Nintendo Switch. RICO is a roguelike first-person shooter. Yes, a roguelike first-person shooter. I don't think I've ever seen one like this before. Someone leave it in the comments if you know of another roguelike first-person shooter. Crazy. So the elevator pitch for this game is essentially guns, kick door, kill people. You know what I mean? Like, the game basically took one of these aspects that you might have seen in other first-person games where you kick down a door and you ambush whoever's inside the room, and basically that's the entire game is kicking open a door, slow motion, gunning down everyone that you can as fast as you can before you then get into an all-out gunfight where you're losing a lot of health because you're just in a typical gunfight with a lot of people in a room. So yeah, the game is a lot about slow motion, cool shots, making you feel like you're, like 007 or some like SWAT team, picking away at people as quick as you can with high precision aiming. It's really kind of adrenaline pumping. It's really cool. And it really does hit that home, though, because it really is kind of repetitive in that way, like a lot of roguelike games will be, but it does do some things to switch it up that does make it a little bit interesting. So RICO is essentially a task force where you're playing as a character that gets brought into this task force that has been part of, some sort of military background or police background before, but always ends up being in a lot of action and shooting, and so RICO ends up being a perfect fit for you, because essentially RICO will be going to clear out this city of mob, violence, drug dealing, and they go in there, they kill, and they get out of there with whatever they need to, whether it's evidence, money, whatever the case is. So in the game, you'll be starting off and you're on like a path on a, think of a tree path, like a tournament tree. And you'll start off, you got to attack some people, all you have is a pistol, you go through the level, you're kicking down doors throughout whatever level you're in, you're killing bad guys, you're collecting money, you're defusing bombs, or you're setting off explosive barrels, or you're sliding around underneath to pick off people while they aren't aiming straight at your head. There's a lot of different variety in that way, but a lot of the levels you will find, because they are procedurally generated like most roguelike games are, they're just kind of empty, squarish, rectangularish rooms. Not too much in terms of variety inside. You'll notice each level, the levels do have different themes, and they'll fill stuff up with, like, say you're on a construction site, you'll have some scaffolding there. You'll have some planks of wood everywhere and stuff like that. You'll be in a mansion. There'll be a lot of money everywhere. There'll be like vases and statues. But again, it's very clear that it's procedurally generated, but really, again, the game is focusing more on the action and the actual gunplay, and the control and the precision and the slow motion timing and everything is really fun. And with it being a roguelike game, after every one of these levels you go through that you complete your objectives, you go back, you're getting money that you can then choose to unlock new weapons. Some of the weapons you can get, obviously, you can get a really cool shotgun that is awesome to play with when you're going slow motion. You can have some more precision pistols, rifles, machine guns, semi-automatic SMGs. It's it's a lot of fun to go through and like collect the guns. But again, with it being a roguelike game, it's interesting, and I'll be honest, I was not a huge fan of it at the start. When I realized, oh crap, I died, I have to go all the way back to the start. But it does make you a lot more tense every time you're kicking open a door, because realistically you don't know what's behind there. There could be a room with 3 guys that you could take care of relatively easily, but it could also be a room with 2 stories that has 15 guys in there that you have to pick off as many as you can, but then take cover and then pick off slowly so that you don't lose as much health, because your health carries over with each level too. You need to be buying and using up money that you wish you could use for guns, but you're buying that. You're buying medipacks and you're buying additional armor so that you're not going to die as quick. And there is that real like push and pull of roguelikes that is included here, and it actually works pretty well. And the more I played it, the more I got into it. But I still have not seen the very end of the game. I went really far. I beat quite a few boss levels and stuff like that. But it gets tough, and it'd be nice if there was maybe a casual setting that you could go through where maybe it's just not a death like a roguelike thing, where it would just let you go play through all the levels and not have to worry about it. But then again, if it was that way, I feel like a lot of the tension that you get when you're playing, when you have, like 20 health points left and you have one last room that looks like it's going to be a huge one with, some fire explosive barrels, and you have to defuse a bomb while you're trying to kill everyone else in the room as well. The tension that it creates is there, and that is definitely a big bonus for the game. Something that, again, I haven't really seen in first-person shooters before, so... there it is, guys. That's my review for RICO. I guess one last thing I want to talk about is the graphics. It's not amazing looking, but it is this cool little cel-shaded look, and it has like a cool little blood splatter everywhere, and honestly, it looks good. It's not amazing. It's not anything crazy, but for a game like this, you're not really looking for it. This is more of like an arcadey experience, if anything, and it does the job. So I'm pretty happy with that. So there it is, guys. There's my review for RICO for Nintendo Switch. I want to thank Thunderful Games for sending me the review copy, and I hope you guys really enjoy the review, and I will see you all next time.